There we are.
I'm very confused because Yanks just said LGBB upset Origin in the Oh, you mean
He was
last
talking
season?
about a past season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was everybody said we weren't gonna do anything. They said we were gonna be knocked out round 1 of the playoffs, and then we won the championships. Like, why do you guys always doubt us? I don't understand it.
But just believe. That's all I have to say. Zynga and Shaky going for the Hank off, one out easily by Shaky. And I right-clicked and screwed up my camera. All right, we're back.
I'd also
Andy
like to
going
point
for-
out that you said Shaky going for the Hank off, which is not at all what that
I
is.
did not say that.
You did.
I did not say Shaky going for the Hank off. That did not happen. First goal coming out from LGBB. Pugsy with a light tap behind Juicy, and Zynga's not able to make a save. I did not say that. I'm gonna go back and watch his VOD. I did not say Hank off.
Alright, I will believe you, but I'm pretty confident you did.
Pugsy going for a trick kickoff. I love doing that. Andy on the wall for this. Misses the clutch. The clutch touch, I guess we'll call it that. I almost just said clutch. But he does take control of the ball. Cleared away by Squirtin. Shaky's got the ball over the right side of the field, though. Doesn't have enough boost to do much with it, though. And Zynga's going to take possession, sending it mid towards his teammate, but Pugsy will beat him to it. Squirt's going to make a touch, sending it over to the right side of the field. Possible follow-up from Zynga, but is beat out by Andy, who's passing it up to Shaky. Shooting it into the bottom right corner of the net. Bounces out. Unlucky bounce. Cleared away by Squirtin, but it goes right back into the LGB hands. Pugsy gonna go for his freestyle goal. It's a really slow shot, but it ended up going in.
You know, I just talked earlier about not a lot of freestyle goals happening in league play, but
Yeah,
I'm
I also
glad
heard that.
Pug came out with one very early.
Remember there's one in the All-Star game, but I mean, you kind of expect that kind of thing. At this point, though, when both teams are padding the stats, I'd love to see some more fancy, more exotic shots, that kind of thing. Andy gonna get a touch though. Mid over to Pugsy, pass back to Zynga on the whiff backflip, I believe it is. That was one of those Schrodinger's ball where it really looked like it hit the ball, but it didn't quite do it. That'll be another goal for LGBB, putting them up 3-0 in the first minute of the game.
To everyone yelling at me about the ticker, my bad. Long story, but
up?
basically because no, I tried to I tried to do too many things too quickly to set up the LGBB game, and basically I made it so that my hotkey did nothing on accident because it just swapped between the same two scenes. So I had hit the ticker. I remembered to do it, but OBS didn't do what I wanted it to do. So
But does that really mean anything if it didn't?
it doesn't really mean anything, no.
It's okay. A for effort, has he? Pugsy gonna send that down to the, actually his own half. A back pass might have been a bit risky. Andy has the boost though and possession of the ball over the left side of the field. Passes it towards his teammate, actually going for a double touch himself. Gets the touch, gets it past Juicy, who will actually send that away over to Squirt, who's gonna make the clear. Pugsy's gonna bounce it, but Squirt will contain the possession of the ball. Using a nice black boost. I personally think black standard's pretty nice. It's my boost. Juice gonna have the ball over to the right side of the field. Cleared away by Pugsy though, followed up by Shaky, who will beat out one of the players of Origin, who's just him, and Zynga at this point will be cleared away by Zynga though. Nice backflip clear from Zynga. Squirtin's going to be rotating onto the backside. Gonna have to make a difficult touch there, right back over to Andy though, who has the support of Pugsy, but Andy's going to take it himself, setting it over to the middle of the field. Up is Shaky, who will actually backflip on that shot, leaving it to Squirt and Zynga, who will miss the long touch down the field, and Pugsy will take control of the ball again. Sending it back over to his own corner. LGBB is playing a bit of defense right now. Can't quite break out of their half. Well done by Origin.
Yeah, not something that we saw in the first couple minutes, so I'm glad to see Origin getting their legs and, you know, working things out, actually putting some pressure on here.
Speaking of pressure, it is mounting. That's another shot coming out from Squirt and another save having to be made by Pugsy, earning him a savior medal. At least 3 shots in the last minute coming out from Origin. Downfield is a clear from Shaky to Pugsy though, sending it over to mid is Pugsy as well. Shaky's going to miss on that open net though. Andy's going to be demoed on the side of the field by Juicy. Zynga's going to have control of the ball, looking to pass it to his teammate. Actually goes for a shot. Pugsy's going to have to make the hard save, but will be able to make the double tap. Sending it over to the right side. Actually a triple touch. Sending it over to Andy, who's going to have to make a save. Zynga will dunk him on the right side of the field though. That is a point for the Origin squad.
You know, I wish
2 minutes is definitely possible.
I wish I could say that that wasn't expected, but let's be real here. Andy's pretty bad at 50-50s, so like, it's rough.
I mean, I have to agree with Haz, and it's his own team, so I'm okay with him criticizing
Right,
them.
see, this is me trying to be less biased. Now I'm insulting my own teammates.
I know, but it's all joking, and you know you're in playoffs anyway. It's fine. Shaky going for a touch, risky one, almost sends it into his own net. Zynga's gonna have control of the ball though, leaving Pugsy to make it clear. He does do so though, Andy's gonna follow up. Zynga touched the ball, but it went right back into Andy. I mean, it's one of those aerials where it registers that it's a hit, but it doesn't do much. Great pass across net by Andy though, leaving it over to Zynga though. Shaky won't be able to make it there in time. Pugsy's gonna go for a dunk, does get that, and Shaky's gonna have to turn quickly. Zynga is not going to be able to rotate back fast enough though, leaving Squirt to make a touch. He backflips though, and then a double commit coming out from the Origin squad. Andy's going for a double touch, doesn't actually have the boost in the tank, perhaps suggests it, does get the double touch. That's 4-1.
You know, I mean, I'm surprised that Andy continued to go for this and at the same time not. Andy loves to do this kind of stuff where he just puts it in and does it all himself, which I'm not saying is a bad thing because he's great at it. So even without the boost, seeing him go in and just slam and past all their entire team basically is completely an Andy move that I'm glad to see happen. Now we just got to get the ceiling shot and his trifecta is complete.
Double is coming out from LGBB, leaving Pugsy to make a difficult save. Pugsy has been going off defensively really this whole game. He has 3 of their goals, 4 saves, and 3 shots on net. There's a lot of offensive pressure.
Pugsy is an underrated god, man. I don't, people always forget about him and talk about Andy, but like Pugsy is actually the backbone of this team at this point, I think.
I was about to say, I think Pugsy is the best player in LGBB. He holds the team together, I think.
Andy is fantastic offensively, and he does a lot of really fancy things, you know, that are great. And he makes a lot of plays happen for LGBB. You see Zynga now actually put in it right over Pugsy there.
Pugsy makes sure that everyone rotates well by doing it himself.
He's a bit of the glue that sticks it together by rotating so well, and that allows him to go off so offensively and defensively, frankly, as we see this game. Killer stat line there.
I think that without Pugsy, the LGBB would be where they are right now.
No, definitely. I think without every play, that's one thing about LGBB going, I guess, post-mortem of this season, as this is their final match of regular season play. Just a post-mortem type deal. Sorry, real quick, Andy getting another goal there. Nice little side flip, pass over by Shanky. Oh my gosh, I did.
I honestly think Pug leaving LGBB would be a lot more detrimental to them than if Andy left.
Yeah,
nobody's
definitely.
leaving LGBB.
Everybody, yeah, just what Hazzy just said. They all work together so well, and there's definitely synergy that I haven't seen between an entire team of 3 and frankly 4 on any other team in the 2 seasons I've been a part of this league, watching or casting and playing. There's just no real. I mean, they're duos. They're really good dynamic duos. Will and Gat, for example, they're a great one. There's another one. It's in the minor leagues. I'll pull it up in a second. But to have a squad of 4 that really works so well together is kind of a rare thing to come by. So kudos to them for really being able to stay on top for so long using their great team plays. I think we need a little bit more of that in the league.
Oh, I completely agree. I mean, that's pretty much the only reason. Like, nobody on LGBB is really, I think, should be considered. Yeah, Andy and Pug are both great players, but I don't really think they should be considered the best in the league. I think they're on the same level as some of the best in the league, but not necessarily, huge. And I know that sounds insulting, but I think it's also just a great supporting from all the players. You know what I mean? Everybody on LGBB. I did. Yeah, I just wanted to make sure everyone left before I left and did that. So if you guys could do that for me. I also want to point out that Will did just ask me a question that I do not like and do not want to answer. Because he said Pug or Shamu, and I don't know how many of you were here for Season 2, but Shamu was who LGBB had before Pugsy was a member of the team. And Shamu basically filled the exact same role as Pugsy. He was a little bit more defensively minded than Pug is now, but he was still that backbone, still forcing us to make the good rotations. He's the one who taught us our rotations, really, and got us to the level that we are now. So it's tough to make that choice, and I'm going to opt to plead the 5th on that question. And you might not know what I mean by plead the 5th because you're Brit. I realize now. Yeah, but it means plead the 5th Amendment, which means your right to remain silent. Let me explain that.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull up the amendment on that because I'm a history nerd. And you're remaking the lobby, aren't you? Yeah, you have.
It's actually already up. I'm sorry.
Oh, you're good. I'm joining now. It's a colloquial term for invoking the right that allows the witness to decline the answering questions on the scene of the crime, so as to not promote self-incrimination. There is a constitutional amendment that has specific parameters regarding that. I don't know which one it is off the top of my head. That's why I got a B+ in my political science class. But that's the basis of it, is that you are protecting yourself from self-incrimination and, you know, saying something that you really wouldn't want to say about yourself.
Exactly, and I'm sorry for that weird stuff on the stream there, but Shaky joined a team a little bit early before everyone had connected, so I had to go in and keep changing teams so that nothing bad happened, or so that the game didn't start. We didn't have to remake the server all over again.
It was a good save.
What a save. And that's just to piss Will off because he hates those jokes. Now let's get into this next game here. Game 2 coming out. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry guys. LGBB up 1-0. What do you think, Doc? Can Origin do it? Game 2?
You know what? I don't have caster bias, but I honestly don't think they can, especially with how just LGBB has been working together today. Seeing their past plays, there's no way I can see that really happening. And Andy's gonna get the first goal there.
Yeah, we see Andy coming out with the early goal. I don't think actually as quick as last game, but just a nice little tap over Zinga there. Nothing too fancy. Just in the corner and well-placed shot. And I think that's probably going to set the tone for the rest of the match. I mean, we saw some fancy stuff at early game there from LGBB, but then it kind of turned into more basic goals, shots on target, you know, that were just well-placed, good goals, because I think Origin had finally warmed up and gotten more used to playing this team.
Definitely, and I think an unsung hero of this series, because obviously, like we said, all the players of LGBB are just working so well together, but unsung hero of this is Zinga. Truly, he is the offensive just powerhouse for his team Origin. Oh, nice.
Right as you say that, he dunks one in off the wall. I think a touch from Andy taking it out of the danger zone, but then he couldn't get the double touch, and somebody got demoed. I think 2 people actually got demoed from LGBB, just completely opening the net up for him. Some great supporting stuff there to allow Zinga to make that that shot.
I'm actually going to be right back. I'm going to pull up the statistic.
Yeah, no problem. In that case, I will take over play-by-play for you. Zinga's going to send this one down over to Squirt and Bird, but Squirt and Bird doesn't get the touch, so Shaky's going to send that one away. Shaky trying to get it over Squirt, but he can't quite, so now it's forced to Andy to make the clear. And he does get it over 1, and he 50-50s 2, which means Zinga's going to push this one right back off the back wall. Juicy trying to center that for Squirt, but he can't quite. Now with the 50-50 coming out from Shaky. Squirt coming back over. Origin just mounting up the pressure again. We saw this once before in Game 1, and I think it did eventually result in a goal. So maybe we'll see another one here from Origin and them finally getting the lead. But Andy's trying to make sure that doesn't happen, putting it away. I think LGBB keeps clearing it to the same side, and that's becoming very predictable for Origin. You see there, Juicy Juice was stacked up on that side, but eventually they finally made enough clears to get it fully out. And now Pugsy's passing over to Andy to try to get the shot on target, but Andy can't quite, so Andy's now trying to just do something with this. Actually, I take that back. He's not really messing around too much with it. And then he finally does. Andy just making me change what I'm saying every time. A little bit of a double commit coming out from Shaky and Pug. They seem to both be going for that ball. It's going to allow Origin to finally get some offensive going and get out of their zone. And now a weird kind of touch coming out from, I think it was Juice, who just kind of flipped into the ball on accident. So now Andy's going to try to come up and do something with it, but he can't quite. Zinga's going to put this one maybe into the net. No, it goes off the post, and he can't get the double touch. We saw a lot of confusion coming out from the LGBB defense there. Andy not quite sure where to go. Nobody else quite sure when to get back into net, and that results in another goal coming out from Juicy Juice, giving them the lead 2-1 in this game 2. It'll be interesting to see if they can hold this lead. I think they have the potential. I know Doc said that he's thinking LGB is going to win it, but I don't think that means that Origin's a bad team. Origin definitely has the potential to do it. I think they just have to be completely on their game, and LGBB just has to make a few small mistakes to allow Zinga really to turn up that offensive pressure like Doc said he does. Now Shaky's going to send this one off the wall and try to get it into the corner, but he can't quite. It's a little bit of a slow roller off a missed touch there. Zinga sends that one down, but now he's low on boost and can't quite do much with it. But Juicy Juice comes in and bails him out. Andy now trying to keep that out of their zone, playing it at half. Now he just has to get it past Squirt, and he's all set. But Shaky backflips off the 50-50 that goes around, so Pugs is going to have to take over. He gets it over 1, but I don't think he's going to be able to get it over Juicy Juice. He doesn't. Now Andy just tapping that one up. Squirt is going to try to take over, and I apologize for the shake on Director Cam. I don't know how to get rid of it. I need to do some research on that, because I don't know what causes it or why it happens. So now we're seeing Pugsy trying to get this back centered, and now finally an open net for somebody, but Shaky misses the shot and just isn't able to get it. Andy trying to shadow squirt here and get the touch back into the shot. Andy, what words am I saying? Andy finally scoring, and this one's just for Will. Now LGBB is getting back into it, putting the score up 2-2. Maybe we'll see them run away with it here. That entire sentence was literally just for Will. Shaky now going for the kickoff against Zynga. Zynga gets a nice little touch to make Andy have to go all the way back and grab some boost. Juicy can't quite get it though, so Zynga's going to try to send it to Squirt and Burton, but he sends it too far. And I guess he's just going to solo play it all the way, but Andy sends that one downfield. Shaky trying to freestyle, I think, and get the touch. Andy sending that one back up now to try to maybe see if Pugsy can get the shot, but Zynga gets just enough of a touch to prevent him from doing that. Andy's out of boost, it looks like, and misses the ball. Shaky ends up missing on the wall as well. We're seeing some uncharacteristic whiffs coming out from the team. Pugsy now going to try to, or forced to make the save off a slow shot coming in on the ground. Pugsy sends this one over to somebody for somebody to take the shot, but nobody's there, so that one's going to go to the other corner. Shaky now trying to put it back in center, see if somebody can finally put that shot on target. And he's going to come up the wall and put that, going for the double touch now, trying to dunk over Zynga, but Juicy just comes out of nowhere and gets the touch. Now all three LGBB players in the offensive zone. This could be deadly as they get a, Origin gets a solid chance for a counterattack, but Andy breaks it up pretty easily. Then Andy and Shaky bump each other, forcing, again, them to be in kind of the same location, both in the corner. Maybe some missed rotations from there that's causing some issues, but it looks like Pugsy's going to get a chance to shoot this ball and maybe take the lead here with only 15 seconds left. They got to do something. One team's got to do something, or it looks like we're going to go to overtime. And Origin has a solid chance here as Squirt and Burton puts a shot on target, or puts a shot barely off target, I should say. Going off the wall now again, 4 seconds left. Still in the LGBB zone. That ball might drop right there, and yes it does. We go to overtime. Juicy Juice against Andy for the kickoff. It stalls well though, and Shaky's able to get the touch over to the other side. It looked like somebody was AFK in that there. No, they weren't. Thank goodness. It'd be very upsetting to see that happening right at the start of overtime. So Shaky now tries to get the touch in the center, but he can't quite, so Pugsy's going to come over and try to take it instead. Andy now going to take it up the back wall and try to get the touch here. Looks like he's going to... I don't know what Andy's doing, honestly. I can't even try to predict that one. That was some weird stuff. Pugsy's now going to be forced to get that out of his own zone, and Juicy Juice ends up missing it, which is going to allow Pugsy to challenge it again and get the shot. Is that going to go in? Bounces off the side, going to bounce off the other side. Can somebody dunk it in before Zynga makes a save? They can't. Zynga gets it out of there. Shaky now putting it off the back wall. What a save from that team. Barely holding on, getting kind of saved by the post there. Sonics, please. Juicy Juice now going to dump this one back into LGBB zone. That ball could be in. No, it goes off the top post, but Juicy Juice gets the shot anyways. And game 2 is going to go to Origin, tying this up. Well, yeah, I don't know. I think you're right. I really don't know what to do about Director Cam here with all this shakiness. I wish I could fix it, and I'm going to do some research later. I would hope Doc would be back from doing... We're looking at the stats by now. Don't know if he is. Maybe Doc just died. You okay, homie? Let's find out. Yeah, I accept that if LGBB loses, you can smack talk me whenever you want, Will. Because you're going to do it anyways. Let's get underway here in Game 3. You know what? I'm just going to say that as an LGBB member, I'm going to say that LGBB is really just, letting it go to Game 3 so that they can pad their stats. That's clearly it. But you never know. Maybe we see an Origin upset here. We saw a lot of whiffs coming out from them, so maybe, obviously they weren't just doing that. So maybe they are just going to kind of fall apart here, and we could see an Origin win, but it doesn't look off to a great start as Squirt misses that shot off the wall. Zynga's now going to put that one off the side as well. And he makes a kind of weak touch right in the center with 3 defensemen. He's going to try to now beat Zynga on the wall. Pugsy, it looks like, trusted him to do that, so he's in a bad spot now to play this. But he gets a somewhat decent 50-50 over Zynga there, and now he gets a pass from Shaky. I think he's going to try to put this off the back wall for himself, or maybe Andy. And he's coming up here out of nowhere, though, and putting that shot on target. Juicy Juice with the good save, though, and Squirt and Burton's going to put that one again over to the wall. Shaky now trying to challenge him, but that ball's going to go far and into the corner of LGBB. Andy the Roo making a kind of interesting touch there as he got the touch off the wall, and then immediately following that was able to follow it and get another little touch over somebody. Shaky trying to put that ball in the back of the net, but can't quite as he hits the crossbar. Andy now trying to put this back out of their zone and get that offense going, coming off the ceiling, trying to dunk over Juicy Juice, but he couldn't quite, so now Pugsy's forced to challenge it instead, but Juicy Juice gets the center. That could be deadly as Zynga comes in, but he can't quite get the shot on target. It looked like Andy was there to challenge it. Now it seems to be a 2-on-1 coming out here for Origin, but everybody manages to get back pretty safe without too much pressure. But now the ball is stuck in there, and we see a demo coming out for Pugsy. Shaky trying to center that for Andy, but Squirt and Burton is able to clear that one down. Pugsy now going to send it to the other side, but that's going to fall right into the hands of Zynga. But Andy's able to get it over him. Juicy Juice there, so to pick it. It's there though to pick up the ball, and now Shaky sends that one downfield. Shaky looking to get another touch there to try to make that better in the center, but Juicy Juice gets a nice little touch to slow him down. And Zynga puts that ball far downfield. Pug misses his touch, and Zynga is able to clear up. Guys, what am I saying? I need Doc back here. This is... I'm struggling. Disable this. So now we have the kickoff coming out here. Andy the Rube versus Juicy Juice. That one goes off to the right side. Pugsy looks like he's going to try to get it early. Now Shaky out of nowhere is going to do it instead. Actually, that ball is going to fall right for Andy the Rube, though, who's going to opt not to take the shot, pass it to Shaky instead, but Shaky misses the touch. I don't think he was quite ready for it, but now Andy finally gets the center, but nobody was there to do it. Zynga has to dunk it over Shaky though, and that forces it back into center. Luckily, Juicy Juice is there to clear it away. Juicy now playing with it in the corner, and Pugsy's going to be forced to clear that one ball out. I feel like I'm being really repetitive tonight, so I apologize for that. The casting skills have been a little rough today. But that ball bounces over two players, it looked like. This was a very strange goal. I'm not sure. Squirt and Burton just not able to do it, and then Juicy Juice just misses, I guess. That was interesting, to say the least. I was pretty surprised that that one went in, but I'm sure LGBB will take it, as we're about halfway through the game here, and the score's finally tied back up for him. Zynga now trying to get this ball centered and take that lead back. He does, but nobody's there to clean it up. So Shaky sends it away pretty harmlessly down the center, but now Squirtin's back there trying to get the touch off the wall, but Pug gets a touch to clear that away. Zynga centering that for somebody, but nobody's there to take the shot. So Andy clears it down, but Juicy Juice puts that right back in the LGBB defensive zone. Excuse me, I'm sorry, I just burped. Pressure mounting now on LGBB. Can they clip this one out? It's been in their zone for quite some time. Andy's going to try to do something with it, but it ends up being a 50-50 on the wall against Shaky Hanky. Pugsy now trying to get that down. They seem to be kind of just booming it away, not able to really maintain any possessions, just trying helplessly to get that ball out of their zone. They definitely need to change something here soon if they want to be able to take the lead or even hang on to the tie game. And as I say that, Shaky gets a nice little long goal coming out from another missed save, it looked like. I wasn't quite sure who that was. Let's see here, Squirt and Burton it was going up for it, just not able to get the touch. Meaning LGBB take the lead back and are in a better position than they were, especially because now not only do they have the lead, but that pressure is off that was mounting so heavily. But maybe Origin will be able to put it right back on here after that goal. Shaky trying to get a touch to center it more for Andy, but he can't quite, so that's going to mean Andy's going to have to take over here and try to put it into center off the wall. He gets a nice little touch that's going to maybe do it. Moves backwards, not able to do much with it. Shaky puts it back on net, but Zynga sends it away, but that ball is still dangerous as it bounces off the sidewall. Pugsy ends up 50-50ing it off of one of the goalies there. Oh, God, Director Cam, please stop. Andy is, oh gosh, Andy's going to put that one off the back wall, and he gets his own double touch, which actually messed up Pugsy's shot. Pugsy was able to do something there, but Andy kind of messed that one up for him. Now Zynga trying to get this one off the wall, but Shaky dunks him, and that's going to go to Juicy Juice, who sends it over to the other side. Juicy trying to get it into the LGBB zone, but Shaky's challenging at half field there. Andy puts that one off the back wall. Squirt needs to get the touch here. I think Andy's going to score, but Andy expected him to get the touch and wasn't able to get the shot. So now Pugsy comes in and puts a shot. That's going to put them up 2 goals with 1 minute left, 3-1. This could be the final scoreline of the game. I wouldn't be surprised if it was. We saw a lot of a long deficit with no scoring there in Game 2, and it could be the same situation here at the end of Game 3. And I am now fairly confident in saying that I believe Doc is dead and somebody needs to call 911. Juicy Juice is going to tap that one down, though. Shaky's now trying to get up, but Squirtin beats him, so that's going to send it over to Andy, who turns around now, tries to get it off the wall. Pugsy's in a bad spot, but he gets a nice little touch to send it away out of danger anyways. Andy expecting Zynga to challenge him, so he gets the touch, but Zynga kept going. Forces Andy to make his touch early and kind of messes his play up. Man, I need Doc. Or Dog. Somebody come help me. And he's now going to 50-50 and Shaky's not able to really receive the pass there off that 50-50. Could have been a great chance for them, but it falls flat. 20 seconds left now. Origin needs to make a play happen here soon, and Andy almost gets a nice little redirect into the net, and with Zynga being demoed. 15 seconds left. I hear somebody here with me, finally. 10 seconds left.
I'm back.
Finally, man. I was struggling. I really thought you died.
I'm really sorry. Something happened with my family, and I had to
No worries, man. I
slide
get
somewhere
it.
very quickly.
And
Last
Shaky
second goal.
Hanky puts the goal in, 4-1. Not wanting to wanting to pad his stats a little bit more. That's going to take us to the end of the game. LGBB taking the series 2-1. A great series coming out from both teams. Origin putting up a really strong fight, but it's just a tough team to beat. And now it looks like we are again a little bit behind for our next game. Seeing the rematch come out and Shaky saying love you. Some good sportsmanship coming out there from both.